So today we're gonna talk about cryptocurrency, where some of us might be already using the cryptocurrency, where others might not be even knowing much about it. So let's get started. So what exactly is cryptocurrency? You might be hearing a lot from the people nowadays, or you might have even seen an ad. But before we start today, we really need to understand about what do you mean by cryptocurrency. A cryptocurrency is a digital or a virtual currency that is secured by cryptography, which makes it nearly impossible to counterfeit or double spend. So basically, you cannot fake things online. So now let's directly jump into what is cryptocurrency. You should take away all the noise around cryptocurrencies and reduce it into a simple definition. You find it to be just a limited entries in a database no one can change without fulfilling specific conditions. This may seem ordinary, but believe it or not, this is exactly how you can define a currency. Well, it seems you're still confused. Well, let me explain it to you into a simple language and how it can be useful. So allow me to make you understand through this animation. I'm going to take you back long before the time, which is 110 BC, an official currency was minted. In 1250 AD, gold-plated florins were introduced, and from 1600 AD to 1900 AD, paper currency gained widespread popularity. So the reason I'm showing you this animation is because we are upgrading ourselves from the currency, or maybe we are upgrading our currency. So now let's talk about modern currency, which is obviously a paper currency and coins that we have, and our generation have seen it, and definitely credit cards and digital wallets, same as like PayPal, Google Pay, anything a digital transaction site. And all of these payments and transaction are all controlled by banks and the government. So they keep records of each and everything on daily basis. So imagine the scenario of doing an online transaction into a bank account. So these are two people, maybe two friends, you can take it. So one friend is saying, hey, thanks for paying for my lunch. I'll send the money to your account in a while. Now this transaction plays successfully. Although this transaction was successful, there are several ways this could have gone wrong. The first issue can be a technical issue at the bank, like a transaction decline or anything can happen. The second is the user's account were hacked. And the third and the most is the transfer limits for the account were exceeded. And that is exactly the reason why the future of currency lies with cryptocurrencies. Now imagine a transaction between two people in the future. Now you can clearly see the two people are using the cryptocurrency and they're trying to send the transaction. And you can also see there's a notification on the phone which is, are you sure you want to transfer 5 BTC, which is a 5-bit coin? So this yes or no. So after you press yes, it takes some time to take processing, maybe a minute or so, and then done. Everything is so simple. Within a minute you just sent money to another account without any hesitation, without any problem. Now from this image you can clearly see cryptocurrency is digital money created from code. The cryptocurrency's economy is monitored by a peer-to-peer internet protocol. Cryptocurrency is an encrypted string of data, or the hash, encoded with the signified 1 unit of currency. Now this is examples of the cryptocurrency, which is one is the Bitcoin, which is the most famous cryptocurrency in the world. So I think now you exactly know what cryptocurrency is. So let's just come down into the simple words. A cryptocurrency is type of a currency which uses digital files as money. Usually the files are created using the same methods as cryptography, the science of hiding information. So everything is secured. No one can actually see what exactly you're doing with your currency. So digital signatures can be used to keep the transaction secure and let other people check the transactions are real. So you just cannot fake anything. So here's the thing. The most important feature of cryptocurrency is that it cannot controlled by any central authority. Yes, you heard that right. The decentralized nature of the blockchain makes cryptocurrencies theoretically immune to the old ways of government control and interference. So the question number one is, are cryptocurrencies money? Cryptocurrency is a digital money. That means there's no physical coin or bill. It's all online. Yes. You can transfer cryptocurrency to someone online without a go-between like a bank. People might use cryptocurrencies for a quick payment and to avoid transaction fees. So now the second question is, how is cryptocurrency sent and received? Cryptocurrencies can be sent directly between two parties via the use of private and public keys. These transfers can be done with minimal processing fees, allowing users to avoid the steep fees charged by traditional financial institutes. So now the third question is, what is the first cryptocurrency? Well, this is a really important and a good question. So the first cryptocurrency ever created is Bitcoin. How do I start cryptocurrency? Well, there are 7 tips getting started with cryptocurrency trading. So the first is, pick a reputable exchange. Before owning any cryptocurrency, it's important to research the reputable brand in the market which provide exchange services. Pick a simple strategy. Automate. Build a profile. Keep assets in the cold storage. Be patient. Yes, that is really important. You have to be patient. It's not like that you have bought and like you want to become a millionaire like just be in a snap. No, you have to be patient. And then ask for help if you don't understand anything. Is cryptocurrency a good investment? So investing in a cryptocurrency could be a good investment or it could not. With that in mind, the best advice is to be prepared to lose every penny. Well, hold on, don't get afraid. You invest in cryptocurrency, it probably won't happen. Relax, alright? But it could. And you need to go into the cryptocurrency with some stored up resilience. So keep that in mind. So now this is really exciting. The business benefits of cryptocurrency. A cryptocurrency such as Bitcoin are used more and more in day-to-day business transactions. We look at some of the distinct advantages they can offer, moreover traditional forms of payment. When cryptocurrency was first introduced, there were a number of early adopters from within the dark web. As a result, many businesses may view platforms such as Bitcoin as slightly unethical and have reservations about using any cryptocurrency. So now let's know about the business benefits of cryptocurrency. Here we can see the benefits. Number 1, which is a lower fee. Second is fraud reduction. And the third is instant payment. So the lower fees, let's talk about that. Transaction fees are lower with the Bitcoin than with credit cards. And when cryptocurrencies is not exchanged, it also eliminates the need for bank charges. Now let's come to the second point, which is fraud reduction. The payment made with Bitcoin cannot be reversed after the fact. This is different from credit card payments, which can be reversed using chargebacks, a feature often exploited by fraudsters. And the third is instant payments. Credit card payments can take days or even weeks or even months. Meanwhile, cryptocurrencies offer instant transfer, just like that, within a minute. So now let's go to the fourth point, which is no barriers. So cryptocurrency make international trade more accessible by removing barriers and restriction to the trade, ultimately making it easier to accept payment in different currencies. And the fifth is attract new customers. As Bitcoin is still fairly new method of payment, offering it as an option for your customer could help you bring a new business. By being an early adopter of cryptocurrency, you can gain a competitive advantage over your competition. As cryptocurrency becomes more widely embraced, businesses should keep a close eye on how technology develops and consider how it could use their advantage. So the first is Bitcoin after coronavirus pandemic. We witnessed Bitcoin going down to almost $3,000 during the coronavirus pandemic. However, it didn't last too long and it climbed back up, hitting $10,000. That's a huge leap in the pandemic. Wow. There have been different opinions by crypto enthusiasts about whether it is smart to invest in Bitcoin after the pandemic, with many saying this is like a new start. Well, obviously each and every country is going to the bad phase. The second one is how much cryptocurrency is in the world. So the one reason this is the fact that there are more than 2,000 cryptocurrencies is existent as of January 2020, and many of these tokens and coins enjoy immense popularity among the dedicated, if small, in some cases, community of backers and investors. How does cryptocurrency have any value? Like any currency, cryptocurrencies gain the value based on the scale of community involvement, like the user demand, scarcity, or coin's utility. Let us make a general overview what makes cryptocurrencies valuable. Coin's utility. To make a cryptocurrency valuable, one needs to make it a util. Can we buy Ethereum in India? Where to buy and trade Ether in India? The most straightforward way to get Ether, which is ETH, might be to buy it on an exchange or through a brokerage service. Depending on the service, you might be able to make a bank transfer or pay the credit card or use a PayPal. So since we all are talking about cryptocurrencies, shouldn't we know about what types and how many cryptocurrencies are there in the market? So first is Bitcoin, second is Ethereum, and so on. The list goes on. So these you can, if you want to see, you can pause the screen or you can go ahead. Advantages and disadvantages of cryptocurrency. So now let's talk about the first advantages of cryptocurrency. So cryptocurrency hold the promise of making it easier to transfer funds directly between two parties without the need of a trusted third party like a bank or a credit card company. These transfers are instead secured by use of public keys and private keys and different forms of incentive system like proof of work or a proof of stake. Now let's come to the second advantages of the cryptocurrency, which is in modern cryptocurrency systems, a user's wallet or account address has a public key, while the private key is known only to the owner and it used to sign transactions. Fund transfers are completed with minimal processing fees, allowing users to avoid the steep fees charged by banks and financial institutions or wire transfers. So you really do not have to pay extra charges or the extra penny for any of the transactions. So the first disadvantage is a cybersecurity issue, and the second disadvantage is money laundering and tax evasion. As a digital technology, cyber currencies will be subject to cybersecurity breaches and may fall into the hands of hackers. We have already seen evidence of this, with multiple ICOs getting breached and costing investors hundreds of millions in dollars of this summer alone. Like we have also seen the Twitter accounts of Elon Musk, Barack Obama, and there's so many YouTube accounts are getting hacked and they are showing the bitcoins on that. So yes, even if you're getting everything or digitalized, the hackers will increase. But then again, if the security system is strong enough, then we can keep them out too. But yes, this is one of the disadvantages. And then comes money laundering and tax evasion. The semi-anonymous nature of cryptocurrency transaction makes them well suited for a host of illegal activities such as money laundering and tax evasion. And then definitely there is a lot of criticism for the cryptocurrency. The first one is, since the market price of cryptocurrencies are based on supply and demand, the rate at which cryptocurrencies can be exchanged for another currency can fluctuate widely, since the design of many cryptocurrencies ensures a high degree of scarcity. Bitcoin has experienced some rapid surges and collapses in value, climbing as high as $19,000 per Bitcoin in December of 2017 before dropping to around $7,000 in the following months. Cryptocurrencies are thus considered by some economists to be the short-lived fad or speculative bubble. There is a concern that cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin are not rooted in any material goods. Some research, however, identified that the cost of producing a Bitcoin, which requires an increasingly large amount of energy, which is directly related to its market price. Nonetheless, many observers see potential advantages in cryptocurrencies like possibility of preserving value against inflation or facilitating exchange while being more easy to transport and divide than precious metal and existing outside of influence of central bank and governments. So that's all for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching my video, and I hope I have cleared all your answers, and I think now you really understand what cryptocurrency really is. If you really like the video, please like it, and thanks for watching my video. Till then, take care. Bye bye.